Mr. John was not born in a big city. He came from a quiet village where mornings unfolded slowly, wrapped in mist and the distant crow of roosters. People knew each other's names, shared tools without asking, and measured time by seasons rather than deadlines. Life was simple, predictable, almost gentle, but John's mind was never small. While his friends settled into the rhythm of farming, fishing, and family, John watched the world differently. He devoured old newspapers that arrived days late, stared at faded photos of towering buildings and neon lights, and listened to crackling radio stories about people who chased ambitions bigger than the dirt roads around him. He believed life had more to offer, more lights, more challenges, more stories waiting to be lived. Every struggle he faced built his mindset stronger. As a boy, he worked long hours in the fields to help his widowed mother, learning that sweat earned respect far more than words ever could. Respect is earned, not given, he reminded himself during those blistering afternoons. When the village elder dismissed his ideas as city nonsense, John didn't argue. He simply worked harder, saved every coin, and dreamed louder in silence. One night, under a sky thick with stars, he sat on the porch with his mother. She looked at him with tired but knowing eyes. "You're leaving, aren't you?" she asked quietly. John nodded. "I have to see if the world is as big as it feels inside me." She placed a small cloth bundle in his hands, some dried bread, a few coins, and a worn photograph of the family. "Then go," she said, "but come back with stories worth telling." The next dawn, John boarded the rattling bus that connected the village to the highway. As the familiar hills faded behind him, his heart pounded with equal parts fear and fire. He was 23, carrying a single bag and a head full of dreams. The city greeted him like a storm. Stepping off the bus, John found himself amidst the whir of life much different than he'd ever known. Cars honked in symphony, voices blended into a cacophony, and lights twinkled even in the daylight. Opportunities felt like dim stars in a bright sky, hard to find, but there if you knew where to look. John walked through bustling streets, searching personal ads and absorbing the rhythm of the city. Nights were spent under a flickering bulb, crafting letters to his mother. Each word wrapped in both yearning and unwritten tales of newfound hopes.
Dear Mother, the city is everything I imagined and more. Busy, yes, and sometimes overwhelming, but it feels right. I promise to share everything with you when I return.
In the ensuing months, John knotted new dreams with reality, weaving stories out of each day's